Howdy, everybody.
Hey.
Hey. So.
This fucking rocks.
Alright, from the top, everyone.
No, that was perfect.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. That fits the energy of Team Soul after last time. Arguments and everything.
After last time, you could just say that fits Team Soul.
Yeah.
True.
I don't
They
think
told me I had to get serious, so I serioused.
Anywho's it. Before we waste any more time. The silence around the party is deafening. The only sound for miles being the rustling of the grass underfoot and a light breeze causing the thigh-high grass to sway slightly. A certain tenseness hangs in the air, disagreements from earlier still freshly opened. A familiar yet sudden change of lighting takes place before the party's eyes. From midday to almost 10 in the evening. Your eyes take a moment to adjust to the darkness as you fumble around for your methods of lighting the way. Your party is about 2 miles and some change from your destination. So there is one encounter before you can sort of enter the strange ruins. What would you all like to do?
Slate would probably turn to Lucille and Wolfram and just... It's clearly getting dark now, so are either of you we're able to continue in the dark again, or would you prefer we try to rest, move again when it's later?
It is best to rest during the dark.
That's what we're doing. I think we could make it a little further. Maybe camp closer to the ruins. I mean, it's only, it's still some glimpses of sun.
There hasn't really been
It's 10 p.m.
many...
In the sun? Oh, it's spring.
There hasn't really been any enemies nearby lately either way.
I don't remember it being this dark.
Whoa. Dark.
Let's see the light slowly changing.
Okay, maybe we should then. It might be hard to wind up on the ruins without being able to see it.
I will say, you guys already know where you're going. The fact that you can't see it here, I will still move you towards it.
Yeah,
Like,
we can't see the icon for the ruins anymore, which is really cool.
Regardless, I do think, like, as Lucille turns around and take a look at Wolfram being freshly punched from earlier, we should probably take at least a little bit of a breather before moving on.
Oh, taking a breather.
That wasn't what I meant, but...
Yeah, I'm like, only Wolfram, if anyone, is missing stamina or health.
Resolve though?
Hmm?
I thought you said like sleep overnight or whatever.
No, they're saying take a rest.
I literally said take a breather. It's in like...
Do you think Wolfram was listening that much? Okay.
Wolfram just passes out on the spot for 8 hours.
Stop walking, and
for someone...
so we are resting here.
I guess
Sounds
so.
like it.
Are we? Oh, okay.
And you hit
I
the rest
deleted
button.
it. I deleted it from chat. I mean, okay.
No, not ret. Oh my goodness.
That's why I'm asking. Are we resting
Take a breather.
My God.
That's what's been
Okay,
said,
fine.
and that's what was put in chat. Not full resting.
Sleeping.
Use your words. Talk to each other, please. I'm begging you. This is section 8.
Yeah, I asked resting, and people said.
It sounds like you guys are continuing on for the night.
Yeah.
Cool. And with that, just on the outskirts of the strange ruins. But on your way there, Trace.
3.
That is social encounters, the nature encounter is what we have listed. That was the Leshy, and the other group found boars. So.
Oh, so it's gonna be like a whole possible hostile thing, potentially.
Yeah, seems like from the experience people have written down.
How many times has the time changed?
7 times now.
doesn't seem like there's a pattern to it.
I haven't really been paying much attention to the timing of it, to be honest.
Sometimes I miss the smaller time changes, but the big ones where it's very obvious of light and dark, I can't help but notice. It's just very odd.
It's
The
kinda
worst is when it
like
skips
this.
night.
Yeah.
Mm.
You all walk into a clearing of the grass. Farther beyond this, you can see in the sort of late moonlight collapsed buildings and sort of slightly gleaming rooftops. And as a silhouette in the distance, in the far distance, a couple towers springing up from the ground. It's hard to make out the details of them from as far away as they are, especially in sort of monochrome as those with dark vision are seeing. It's difficult to make out too many of the details. Up closer, though, you all feel something is off as you walk up into this clearing.
Would we have been walking with the Everlight crystal?
Yeah, we did have some sort of light source
Yeah.
stated in the description earlier.
Hold on, let me put my forehead on.
I wish there would have been like a creature revealed at that point. It's like, oh, the light's on now.
Daytime.
Is this like free explore or stay within the circle type of explore?
Free explore. You guys can feel free to sort of move yourselves around.
Since I can't really see out that far. I feel like the ground underneath my feet, is it stable? Like, can I make a perception check for that?
To check if the ground under your feet is stable?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Start with Lucille. Maybe stomping the ground or feeling around with your guisarme, making sure, checking in front of you that the ground around here is solid and stable. And as far as you can tell, there is no reason for it, like, not to be. Everything about this clearing seems sort of natural. However, Slate, sort of looking outwards and around on the edge of the low light, you notice a corpse in the midst of the tall grass.
Oh, fun.
Wolfram, what sort of stuff are you looking for? Are you trying to
I don't
learn?
know. The GM determines whether the skill is relevant to the clues you could find. I'm looking for clues.
For clues?
Looking for clues. Call me Blue.
This chill down my spine is making me recall something of my past.
Okay. As Slate sort of points out the corpse in the tall grass, you think about how earlier last session I had mentioned that the fields were the plains were sort of devoid of life. Like there was no small fauna or sort of other stuff like that running around as far as you could tell. And your immediate thought seeing corpses around is that they may be undead.
That would be a good first thought.
Juno, as you're looking around, you notice another corpse.
I don't suppose you think we can outrun them if combat were to occur.
We might be able to.
And we don't know if there will be more up ahead of us either.
It's true.
I think we should probably take to one side. If they are undead, we try to dispose of them as we can.
I mean, if we are trying to head to the northeast, then I think it's better to go towards the right side.
You want to try to take out the one on the right then?
Sure. Can I attempt to vitality lash it?
You may. I'll have them.
I mean, the last time you saw a corpse, you stopped me from doing anything, but
their save as they fail roll damage.
Ooh, low roll.
Lowest roll.
Brother. The two ones on the die.
Yeah.
That is terribly rough.
Slate
With a
is
baby
nothing if
roll.
not bad at combat.
Can everybody roll me initiative as we get started here?
Can I do it based on Lore Master Lore?
You still rolled fine.
So first of all, I'll take this damage. You hear shuffling throughout this clearing as you do this, and in front of you, you see the corpse start to rise. And from several other places sort of around the clearing, you hear that same shuffling. You look around after you see this one start to get up, and you see two other small corpses, or at least those with dark vision, start to see two small corpses rise to the northeast and to the northwest. And then due north, you see what you most likely mistook as a large sort of rock or boulder rise from the tall grass.
Focus
Do
on that.
you want to take that one?
I could try.
I will say immediately, Slate, as we begin this encounter, you notice that the zombie in front of you that is rising, their sort of rotten skin starts to boil as that vitality damage interacts with their body. What would you like to do?
I mean, if I need to roll for this, that's fine. Can I tell if that's a good thing for us or a bad thing for us?
You can roll a recall knowledge to find out.
Stop. That's my line.
Could do that.
It would be religion for the DC.
Ooh, not medicine to see how boils work. No, I'm 30 feet from it still. So yeah, I figure I'll just vitality lash again.
All right, surely it saves this time. Ooh, roll damage.
Hey, that makes
There
up
you go.
for it.
Hey, above average.
Yeah.
Nice.
What does your vitality lash look like?
Given who his deity is, where she was like, "Hey, destroy bad creations," and also, it probably is just these like lashes of fire that spread out from the holy symbol around his neck.
As this holy fire consumes them, you notice that same boiling get worse and worse as the corpse collapses to the ground, dead once more. You still have one action. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Oh, this is 30 feet. Yeah. Because I already did the call out of like, Juno, do you want to take that one? I'm gonna cast guidance on Juno.
All right, Juno, what would you like to do?
The usual. I would like to hunt prey on, and with her gun, try to take a shot.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
That's without guidance too.
A 28. That is certainly going to hit. In fact, it's going to crit. All right, let me see that damage.
Boy.
It roars out as you take a chunk out of its shoulder, like the entire top of its shoulder, just gone as it starts to rise from the ground. But it is most certainly not down yet.
Wonder where that's coming from.
Fucking fatal D12 is disgusting.
Reloads.
And for your last action, oh, actually, no, that would be your last action because hunt prey. Cool.
Yeah.
In which case, as they take one action to rise from the ground, and then they take another to start making their way towards the party. And that is their turn. Wolfram, what would you like to do?
It's in the low
Oh,
light.
I can see them now.
Yeah, it's in
Sweet.
the low light.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Where is it? To me.
It's
Yeah,
right
never mind.
there.
We gotta get Lucille some low light vision.
Get some glasses.
I don't think that will help.
What are you gonna be doing, Wolfram?
Yeah, I'll just cast normal. I'll light it on fire. That way you can see it. I just gotta be careful when I roll damage. If I roll damage. Oh, 2 on the die.
Ooh, with a 2 on the die, your fire goes wide.
I'm not stepping forward. You can figure it out. I'll do Recall Knowledge though. It'll be on these guys, the small one, because I don't know about the big one because it hasn't been pointed out. It's not observed.
Besides, fire towards something, but
I don't know what she was shooting.
yeah, you haven't said.
But you heard it.
Yeah, we said
like,
big
hurt.
one. Yeah, we said there was a big thing up there, but we have not done anything to actually.
Oh yeah, I totally know that there's some big thing out there.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Big one.
It's a big one.
So let's do some zombie stuff.
All right, what are you looking to know?
I don't know. Say.
Okay. As they sort of shamble towards you, you are easily able to identify them as a zombie shambler. A pretty basic form of undead that you more than likely have learned about in your studies. And along with that, you know that they have quite bad reflex. They're not very agile at all.
Okay. This time I'll make you roll the dice.
Lucille, what would you like to do?
Sudden charge, and then I get to hit it,
A 15 will hit.
and I do hit it.
No, 15 is the flat dude.
Oh,
Blackjack.
true. A 26 will be a crit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Low roll.
12. You notice as you swing at this thing, though, Lucille, that you manage to cut off a chunk of it. And you believe that your slashing weapon is particularly effective.
Good to know. Let's do that again. Let's not do that again.
All right.
You see Lucille like land the first hit and then strike over like directly to the side.
You chase after the arm that you cut off.
Yeah, I saw the movement exactly.
Cool. Then we will move over to another shambler as it gets up off the ground and starts making its way towards the party. And finally, the giant gets all the way up and starts walking its way towards the party. Slate, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna move here, and then I'm going to Vitality Lash the big one.
Alrighty.
Done.
With that, can you do me a
Oh, yeah,
favor?
There we go.
Roll damage.
Yeah, there we go.
As this thing critically fails,
Oh.
you feel as though it does
Another-
quite a lot.
Wait, that critically fails with an 11?
DC 18?
This is 18. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Huh.
Wonder why that's
But it's also enfeebled now.
Oh, true. In which case, Juno, what would you like to do?
Juno wants to say to Lucille to watch out, but seeing that Slate did some damage to it, just to say watch out. There is a big one on its way.
Are you like using the point out action? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. And then, as usual, I will try to strike with my gun.
Gone.
Gone.
Time to do it again.
And 12.
As it maybe not completely misses, but like goes through a patch of flesh that you've already hit before, and sort of passes through it harmlessly.
Yeah. Reload, and that's all my actions. Yeah.
That'll be your actions. It is now the zombie shambler in front of you, Lucille, as it takes a step towards you.
Damn. That's a smart zombie.
And then it takes a swing with its fists.
Wait, no AOO? Reactive strike? Oh,
Nope.
step. Literally listen to the words you say.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thanks.
That is a hit.
Oh, ouch.
Damage. And that is the end of its turn. Wolfram, what would you like to do?
I think I'll move. Does that make this creature appear detected and in low light vision, considering it's half in low light?
Yeah, it is certainly visible in low light.
Hey, move up like one more step, maybe, so I can see the thing in front of me. Thank you.
We did this even. But definitely 10 feet away, no closer. I think I'll do it. Let's do this for real. On the big guy.
Ooh, amped.
Oh,
my
Holy
goodness.
rolls!
Woohoo.
Anything particular on a crit? Well,
Yeah, it takes
first of all-
1d4 persistent fire damage.
Okay.
it screams as fire lights it from giant head to giant toe as it crumples to the ground, unmoving. Y'all are on a roll today. It's good.
Oh, I get it, because dice.
Lucille, what would you like to do?
Interrupted. Fucked up.
25. That is going to crit.
Oof. Oh my. Mega dead.
Yeah, very, very dead. Clean in two with your Guisarm. Now that it steps into the light, no way you can miss. 2 more actions. What would you like to do?
Yeah, let's go over here. And I don't really have anything to do with my last action, so
you'll throw it away. Smiles.
yeah.
In which case, the last shambler shambles towards you, Lucille, as you put yourself in between it and Slate. It is then going to swing with its fist at you.
Very carefully. These people know how to move.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can take your.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's not being very. It's just shambling towards you.
Okay, then yeah. Then of course I will. Of course I won't.
Oh no.
Ooh, flat checks.
I think this is the most I've ever seen Concealed do business.
It's a 25% chance to not get to roll. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's 20.
Anyways, punch.
Nope.
Tink. With that, it is going to go up to Slate.
Well, third tries the charm.
Hooray.
All right, there's no way I fail or critically fail this time, right?
That's a critical failure.
Dude.
Going on?
That's gonna be 20 vitality damage.
Okay, all right. I'll give you this. I'll give you all this for free because I'm reeling right now. Fortitude is all of their highest save.
I figured it was.
Oh no.
When I crit fail with that 11 earlier,
This plus 10?
Yeah,
smiles.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The dice tell a story.
The dice tell a story, and it's that zombies are no match for you guys, I guess. With that said and done, we end this combat, and you all are able to continue your way towards the strange ruins.
Was there anything on the zombies of note?
Yeah, can I perception check this?
They do not have anything on them other than their tattered, rotten clothes and their
Oh.
nasty, rotten bodies.
Oh, awesome.
Mm.
Cool.
I mean, I guess you could take some as like a souvenir if you wanted.
No.
No.
Fun
We're
little
not.
arm.
We're good.
We're not taking that.
Just a little
Mm.
finger,
Yeah.
safety.
Does
No.
Lucille want to recover her stamina at all, or?
I mean, we're right at the edge of the ruins, I think. So we're
Oh
about
yeah, I
to
guess
just
we're resting.
we're about to go take a much longer rest,
Sure.
if you will. Probably not next to the corpses, though.
No, we probably get like outside the ruins.
In which case, as you guys get closer to these old ruins, and you sort of make your camp at the outskirts, Juno, you start to get an uneasy feeling as you look around at the outskirts of this ruin. It looks to be like a ruined town or sort of city. And you get a very uneasy feeling as you see these buildings. It could be the architecture. They just seem familiar, even when they're sort of collapsed like this.
Maybe it has something to do with that vision I had.
Can you talk a little bit closer to your mic or a little bit louder?
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Sorry. I was saying that maybe had something to do with the vision I had earlier when we started this thing. But can't really put my tongue on it right now.
With that, do you guys take your rest? Rest
Of
real?
course.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think I'm processing. Put my tongue on it. That's that.
Sorry.
Yeah, put your tongue on it. Like can't quite say what it is.
Tip of
Yeah.
the
I don't,
tongue.
I don't really know.
I got the mixing of the metaphors. I just it caught me off guard for a little bit.
You know, on the other leg, it could just be
Yeah.
some form of slang.
So true.
That's what we say in the cave.
Anyway,
Cool. Everybody feel free to consume your ration, restore your resolve, restore your spells. All your daily preparation things.
we're almost out of rations.
Well, I mean, I have
To
two.
buy some.
I have 2 worth of rations remaining on the first one, and then I still have 7 more after that. 'Cause I started with 14 rations.
Would we only be able to buy rations from other merchants down here? Because I imagine we can't use the morticians.
I mean, I
Right.
can also. I have I have 2 basic ingredients that I could just
Oh,
make
that's-
us more rations.
Yeah, I know that. I just meant if we need more food in the future.
Yeah, I mean, you can always scavenge it. You can just spend time during
Okay.
exploration to sustain and gather rations or
Yeah.
like stuff
At
to
level-
cook with.
At level 4, I just make it so we always have a plant-based diet every night.
For now, doesn't seem too bad. Let me bring in the morning light. Once you all wake up, ready to get moving, weary bones rested, all preparations done. You stand on the outskirts of this ruin, and now in better light, you can see shining on the roofs that sort of scraped gold plating that I had mentioned before.
Also, I put anti-plague in if people need them for today.
Oh yeah, true. There's people have sickness.
Yeah.
We'll get to that shortly.
I'm taking mine as soon as I finish crafting it.
Most of the buildings around here are well beyond disrepair. Collapsed walls and signs of rot and wooden supports. You also can't quite get over the faint smell of death. Corpses, both whole and apart, rarely riddle the area, sort of creating a light scent of death. Now you are able to see that there are several tall towers rising above in the distance, still somewhat intact. The roofs of them still shining a faint gold in the daylight, as their golden plating, their golden covering hasn't been chiseled off, unlike a lot of the other roofs of these dilapidated buildings, where most, if not all of it, has been chiseled off for more than likely personal gain.
So you said we can see the top of the towers?
Yeah.
Are they higher or lower than like the cliff side, like of where the previous height we were at when we were adventuring on the previous layer?
They certainly don't go all the way up to like the high ground, but they're quite tall in and of themselves.
Just trying to figure out if we need to go in them, are we going to be sick like an extreme amount or just a small amount?
Who all is getting the anti-plague?
It looks like me and Juno have drank it already.
How do you still have 6 rations left over?
That's the first time I've ever clicked that button.
Understandable.
Awesome.
What is the rest of the party at?
2 and 3.
I don't know.
Whoa! You're eating so much.
No.
Wolfram goes,
I'm
man,
hungry."
I'm starving.
Man,
How
I haven't
hungry?
eaten in a week.
All right, so Juno and Slate have anti-plague. All right.
Question.
I'm waiting. I'm listening to questions.
If I took it, does that mean Oswald also took it?
No. Oswald would need a separate one.
Okay. If no one wants the other one,
I mean,
then
I think
Oswald take it.
There are 2 left.
I think Lucille didn't get poisoned. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I'm pretty sure Oswald did.
Oswald
Right.
did. Oswald
I'm
did.
90% sure I never got diseased.
Okay.
I'll just roll them first.
I'm adding it to my notes. The game master is rolling dice behind our backs.
Just for
I
fun.
mean,
I
I noticed that there were 4 rolls when 3 anti-plagues were taken.
It's true.
Let me double check my notes.
One of them is for Ratley or whatever Sphinx's character was called.
Yeah, who's the 4th person? Because I don't think me or Lucille were infected.
You definitely were.
You definitely were infected.
infected.
I was?
Yes, you were for sure infected.
Huh?
In the initial incident that infected us, it was I had 1 day, you had 2, Juno had 3.
And then Oswald got infected.
And then Oswald got infected later.
Well, surely we don't have any more anti-plagues. Oh, we
There's
do.
one.
That was let me guess. It was for me. Okay, great.
I don't know.
It sure was.
A+ deduction right there.
Let me just put that in my inventory.
Well, good news. You all are feeling much better in the morning.
Hooray!
I'd be able to make a medicine check to look for the like black vein thing that Lucille pointed out the first time we were treating it to see if anyone is showing signs of that.
Yeah, I would let you do that. You notice that Slates, or not Slates, Lamau, Wolframs, who did have signs of the black veins, has subsided, and you no longer see it spreading or taking farther effect. Your own, on the other hand, seems to have stabilized. Like it's not growing and it's not shrinking. But other than that, I will also give you whatever the flies were carrying during that encounter. You notice that nobody is showing any symptoms of flypox this morning.
Nice.
Cool. With that being said, we can continue onwards. Would you guys like to enter?
Yeah, I think we would.
Enter the ruins. Cool.
Juno's a bit on edge, but she'll walk in.
Cool.
Forever the rolling dice. Also, as we were going in, Slate would also bring up what he brought up before, which is that the catfolk bandits that we encountered on the previous level did mention some sort of tougher bandit that we would encounter down here, and where else than a strange ruin for a bandit to be hiding out, so we may want to be on edge for that.
The more you bring this up, the more Miss has to bring it up, you know?
Who knows?
I'm willing it as the player. I'm willing this into existence.
You are Chekhov's gunning this so hard.
I want to fight like a level 8 rogue at this level. Like,
Why?
Just
Juno.
Hello.
I would like you to make me a recall knowledge society
Oh.
as you walk through here. Something is really starting to bug you about the place we're walking through.
Okay.
As your group is walking through, Juno, you start to put together why things feel so off. This town, dilapidated as it is, looks strikingly like Opara, the city that you worked for. Except there's one key detail that is standing out to you that is incredibly strange, and it's that Opara was a port town. And so places where there would be like a river or I guess just like the ocean and the ports are, the bridges seem to be there, but they're like buried. And the grass has mostly grown over them.
Strange. Wonder if this used to be underwater.
I imagine almost all of it used to be underwater.
Yeah, this entire thing rose from the ocean.
That we know of.
Yeah, from what we've heard, from the stories we've heard, and the mural
Also,
we saw.
why is it that's my same town?
Same town?
I proceed to explain where I came from.
Where did you come from?
Opara. At least before arriving here.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Hopefully we could find more clues if we look around.
In particular, noticing that you now can identify it, Juno, as the Seven Towers. Originally was a district in Opara, built around the old ruins that the city was built on top of. The Seven Towers stand out of the ground, and sort of deep underground dungeons were thought to be built under them. But soldiers of the city had long since cleaned it out. You, in fact, have memories of possibly going down there yourself or coming up from there as you were once a cavern elf. Possibly being drawn to this site as it still stands so much taller than the rest of this dilapidated city. Your party makes their way towards it. Does anybody else want to make any other checks or anything as you sort of walk and look around?
Does it look recently inhabited to me?
You look around and you actually manage to notice small signs of like recent movement, some by more than likely shambling or smarter undead, as you see sort of rotten flesh in the footprints and possibly like parts of blood. Others from boots and sort of equipment that other delvers would be carrying around. You all certainly aren't the first here, but inhabited by like people actually living here, very unlikely given the circumstances. It looks like this place has sort of been like this for like hundreds of years.
That's concerning because Juno left Opara like a month ago.
How old are you?
200 and some change.
Holy shit, it's possible.
Well, but Juno left like a few years ago.
Does this look exactly like how you remember it?
For the most part, that's why it seems so familiar.
Even with the corpses and everything?
Nah, there was actual people from last I saw.
Do any of the corpses look like people you knew?
That's very macabre.
I suppose we're gonna find out. Unless we
Hopefully
see corpses.
I don't think I had any bad blood with anyone anyways. Probably did, as a bounty hunter.
Clues, please.
What
The
sort of
greatest justification I've ever heard.
what sort of questions are you asking?
No, actually,
Awesome.
clues, please.
Yeah, you tell him what questions he should
Yeah,
ask.
what
Clues,
am I
but like
asking?
for what though?
Derek, you cannot get the lore master tradition just to give me information button.
I mean, why not?
Clues, please.
I'm stealing that for Early's campaign.
I have the chance of failure. Clues, please.
Do you have an actual question that you're asking along with this, or is it just clues, please?
If it's clues, please, do I get actual information?
Yes, but it's going to certainly be less pointed.
Oh. No, I like clues, please.
Awesome.
This is just
Okay.
Willy.
You remember that everyone in Opara wore black sandals on Saturdays.
And they were also lizards. I have dubious knowledge.
Well, dubious knowledge only applies on critical fail, I thought.
It looks like this doesn't even have to do her job.
Okay, looking around, you notice some small issues with the infrastructure in the way that Opara itself was sort of like had a sort of like tiered architecture. Like the back end of the city was like taller, like almost like a hill, and then it leads down into sort of the port area and such. And you notice that with everything being brought down to this flat plane, there are some issues that come along with that. Almost like some of the buildings on the back end like fell from the sky and like particularly look shattered. Some sort of strange stuff like that. Almost as if the town was just sort of like copied and pasted.
Huh. This is way more interesting than what I would have asked about, so thank you.
No problem. That's what happens when you
Clues, please.
That's what happens when you happen to roll high on a stupid fucking clues, please. Rolls a crit. Okay, what the fuck am I supposed to
I
tell
would like
him?
more clues, please.
What the fuck am I supposed to tell him?
Another round of clues.
Also, I
Any-
can't help but notice that looks like a free action to do that. So You can just-
No, that's not a free action.
It's exploration activity.
That's
I
exploration
know.
activity.
What's that one Caleb City skit where it's like the temperature here is 0.3 degrees different than what it normally is. Therefore, you are hiding on the corner.
Cool. As you guys approach,
Oh.
I think it might be. Oh yeah, I have to re-import this shit. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I have to do something real quick.
I wonder if that tavern I used to go by often is around here.
I mean, even if it is,
You said something was off about the infrastructure or something.
It was just very familiar, at least. But I wonder if it's like a complete copy of where I used to be.
possibly.
Hmm.
I was actually on my way to Opara when I first made my way here, but I was told that there was some bad shit going down.
Hmm.
So I was instructed to go to a different port.
Well, I left Opara a very long time ago. It's good to see that the towers look very strong, at least. And the whole rest of the place is a wreck.
That's slightly worrying to me, though, that something like this can something that tall can stay intact down here. I mean, our main goal is to just keep heading down, so...
Oh, they go down if it's
Yeah.
the same
mean,
towers.
That may be your main goal, but probably not everybody's.
Well, I see no
What's
reason...
your main goal if it's not to go down?
You want to go frolic in the grass?
I mean, perhaps there's things we can learn on the levels we're on that we don't need to go so far down for.
Yes, but the entire reason we're down here is to delve farther down. If we find things on the way, cool,
I'm-
but...
I'm
need
here
to-
for the wish.
Yeah, we need to continue heading deeper.
Wait, so you're all here for the wish?
What other reason would we have to come into a place like this?
Not really.
What's your reason?
You said not really, Juno?
Nope.
Why are you here?
Kill stuff, kill time.
What?
Kill time?
Did you run out of stuff to kill on the surface?
There are some complications. Before I was over here, and it seemed like a fun challenge to
In
overtake.
Opara, the town that looks like the one we're going into.
Mm-hmm. Well, more personal complications. I didn't have any issues with Opara.
Couldn't you just move to another town, even if it was like another elven town?
I was moving. I was town hopping, and then some people were talking about Martyr's Hollow, and I was like, oh, quite interested in.
They tell you the no coming back?
Yeah.
I see.
Is she stupid?
That makes sense then.
Does she know?
She doesn't.
Oh my god, she could hear me. So I'm so sorry.
This is out of character.
Those elf ears pick everything up, I swear.
As you guys get within, close view of these towers, you notice that they're in a worse state than they seem to be from afar. Some of them seeming to be just a strong gust away from falling. Something else got worse as well. The smell of the dead is quite strong here, almost sickeningly so.
Alright, do we want to go building by building trying to find the way down, or do we want to split ourselves among the city?
Left is best.
Is this an accessible doorway, or
Anywhere where there is rubble, it is considered difficult terrain, but you can still go through it.
Jump
You really
scare.
had to walk in first.
You had to be the first.
yeah?
As you step in to this building, you hear a quiet sort of munching and crunching, a streak of blood leading from the entryway over to where you see a truly putrid looking creature gnawing away on a somewhat fresh looking corpse. I'm going to put this in front.
Ew.
Is that one of your friends, Juno?
Oh, gross.
Slate, as you step in here and see it, it reacts to your presence and turns around, almost like head on a swivel back towards you as it clicks into place, and its mouth opens and it screams. Can everybody please roll initiative? We begin combat.
Damn.
Okay.
Slate, what do you like to do?
Alright, same as the first.
Vitality Lash. Let me do a funny little fortitude save.
Oh,
Wow.
Holy shit. So that's a success, but they only take half damage.
Cool. Roll me some damage.
Yeah. Alright, 3. Also, not that I want to, but in theory I could touch this creature, right?
From where you are, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast the level 1 version of heal.
Okay.
Which
Alright.
I assume this creature's undead, so I will. It makes a basic fortitude save.
Let me roll that quick.
16. That is a
16.
fail. That's 8. That is all of my actions.
don't
The
get
creature
one.
reeling back with all of this vitality going into it. It reaches out towards you, Slate. It is going to bite at you as it lunges from the corpse that it's on and towards you.
Did you still get enough? Misses.
Ooh. It is going to try again. Chomp.
That also misses.
Damn. In which case, it is going to, take a swing at you with one of its claws. And also miss. Very cool. Lucille, what would you like to do? Slate
Thank you,
is
Pathfinder.
Slate is actively, dodging away from this creature.
I'm guessing I'm not being able to attack it. This is a solid wall.
Yeah, that is a solid wall. You
Yeah.
hear tussling on the other side of it between Slate and something else. Oh, was that sudden charge?
Yeah.
Okay. A 16 is going to hit. Full damage. 10
God damn.
already damaged from Slate's burst of vitality damage. You come in behind it and splat it down against the ground.
Did it take extra damage from the vitality? Just wondering.
Not that you noticed.
Okay.
It did scream out, so there may be others that are alerted in other buildings.
Is this legal movement?
Yeah, I would say so.
I'll go here. Alright, and that's my turn.
Juno, what would you like to do?
Can I see this?
What thing?
Or is that
Oh,
right here? It's kind of showing, but I don't know if
Wait,
that's...
where are you pinging?
It's up here.
Oh,
Yeah, we can
yes,
see
you can see that, yes. You can only see part of it. But you do make it out with your elven eyes.
You're
I
specialized.
will hunt it.
Specialized. Look,
It will have a partial cover to you,
Hmm.
but you can take the shot.
Okay. I made Bane ammunition from Daily Prep.
Okay.
Try. Let's just say I reloaded that.
It-
I want to try.
It is your first shot, so I will allow it.
And do I have to say what Bane? It's
You
supposed to
do
be?
have to say what Bane when,
Okay,
like, at the start of the day.
I want to say undead because I was gonna say that anyways, given the.
Yeah, we have no about
Particular,
undead.
particular type of creature: aberration, animal, beast, dragon, fey, giant,
Oh.
ooze, or both fungus and plant. So undead is not part of one of the ones it can
Ooh.
do.
Okay. I'll think it's fungus, I guess. Because that's what you know.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if it's not, it's not. Whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
Couple of fungi.
Oh, fun guy.
25.
25, dude.
What a fun guy.
What a
What a
fun guy. That is going to be a critical hit.
Yeah.
even with. cover or anything?
Actually, never mind. It's not going to be
Oh yeah, it has to cover.
cover.
Hmm.
But that is a hit, so roll damage.
Hooray!
so it does have an AC of 15. Good to know.
Fun guy. I will reload with regular bullets.
Did it look like it took more damage from the Bane?
Can't tell
no.
from here.
That is true. That is from pretty far away.
We can't tell if it's like 1d4 poison damage from
It's
100 feet or so.
Yeah. It's definitely within Juno's second
Yeah.
range increment, so with that being said, you start to hear, especially with that bullet ringing out, you start to hear scuttling from within some of the towers as these things start sprinting out on all fours.
That's your worst mistake you'll ever make, is getting close to us.
Being in any of our line of sight.
Whoa, curse of fortitude save upon you.
Oh.
Yippee.
Whoa.
Hi.
Hi.
It is going to make a jaws strike towards you as
That is a
Lucille,
quick boy.
in fact, the rest of the party sees shooting out of where Juno shot. One of these things sprints out and jumps into the building where the other one died.
That's 90 feet. That's impressive.
Why him?
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, it hits.
Uh-oh.
I did not expect anything to make that distance. I'm going to be real.
Take 10 damage.
Oh.
Don't worry, guys.
Pelvic
I still have stamina left.
love.
Thankfully, it did hit the second tinkiest team member.
True.
Okay, Oswald
30.
is in front of us.
You hear from behind you more scuttling as it sprints towards Lucille. A 26 is going to crit it, even.
Oh.
Whoa.
Takes 16 damage. As you do that, Lucille, please make a reflex save.
Great.
Doesn't matter.
You not only succeed, but you critically succeed. As it then tries to take a bite out of you.
That misses.
Wolfram.
Yeah. Let's blast him. Oh, you know what I could do is move into melee range.
You could.
There we go. I might even
10
use
feet is
this.
melee range, I forgot.
Let me see that damage. Or that roll. Ooh. Well,
Well, intuition.
unfortunately, that will not hit.
Alright, it is 15.
It's
Damn.
15.
If only you would have flanked it.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, you could have.
Again, from the east, you hear great scuffling.
That would require working with Lucille.
It's true.
You
Not
were there with the light earlier.
Not passively, like just standing behind her, but actively.
Yeah. Using her to
It is
your
team
advantage.
coordination.
Well, according to you, I should
You
be
can
on
take
this team.
advantage
so...
of me to do well for
You don't
yourself.
even want
That
me on
is
this
how it
team.
works.
Fighting!
Slate, what do you like to do?
Gonna be tough. My guess would probably be cast Vitality Lash again. Ooh, that is a success. Going to only be
Ooh,
5 damage.
crazy damage. It is still up and in your face.
Part of me wants to just punch it, but I also feel like that might be bad to do. But also it'd be funny. Yeah, fuck it, because I wouldn't be mapped because I didn't roll an attack here, right?
True. That doesn't have the
Alright.
attack trait.
All right,
Sausage and shield.
24.
24 is going to hit.
Nice. Whew. Now roll your reflex save.
4 max damage.
Oh, wow.
Max damage. Lucille, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Sudden charge to get the flank. I'm assuming that Wolfram doesn't provide flanking, right?
Wolfram does.
I do. I've got fists.
Well, yeah.
Well,
but
you
can't
don't.
fists from there.
Yeah. Not from there. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Your fists don't actually have reach.
I mean, in a manner of speaking.
Anyway. That's why we have flanking.
Because of flanking, that is going to hit.
Yippee! I help.
Ah.
And with that, yet again, you were able to sneak up behind one of these things as it's attacking Slate and kill it.
And then go back here.
Juno, who would like to do?
Hey.
Hey.
I want Oswald to move this round. I'd like him to go behind this thing and take a bite at it.
Is that flanking because of Lucille's Guisarm?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Miss.
No.
My 2 versus your 2.
One is not like the other.
Alright, that was one action.
And then and shoot. Oh!
Hero
Bullet
point?
goes far and bounces way off into the distance as it hits the tower.
Did it break the wall?
No.
It's just lodged in there. I'll reload next round.
It's now that one's turn, and seeing that Oswald has ran up behind it, it turns around and goes to take a bite out of Oswald.
Ouch, that hurts.
Damage.
Okay. That,
6 damage, and as it does that, it is going to rip off a chunk of flesh from Oswald, dealing an extra 2 slashing damage.
God.
And it is going to gain 2 temp HP
Oh,
okay.
guys.
as it looks invigorated after chowing down into Oswald. It is then going to take a swipe with its claw.
It misses.
Just barely. Wolfram, it's now your turn. What would you like to do?
Surely there aren't any more threats.
Not the one that we just saw immediately run by or anything.
Huh?
Wait, where
Oh,
was
did one
that
run
at?
into there? I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
You guys.
You also have eyes.
Eyes to see. Surely I don't get punished for this.
You were already flanking.
What? Oh,
Oswald.
Yeah, Oswald's already
no,
there.
That's
Yeah.
not flanking. Because it needs to go through opposite corners or opposite sides, not an opposite corner and opposite.
Yeah, I'd just go
Oh.
through a corner and a side.
I see.
Mm.
It's
The
just very
only way
funny.
I
You
can
guys can
flank.
be on 10 feet other side of each other because you both have reach.
Yeah.
They're bonding.
No.
The immediate-
Unleashed Psyche.
Ew, his brain's unleashed.
No.
Poor Oswald when this hits.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna splash. Oswald's been hit with every type of splash damage you've dealt.
A 20 will hit.
Sure, it's Oswald too.
Damage, it sure does.
All that damage.
I think it's only one splash damage normally though, so
Yeah, it's only one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
low roll. 2 on the die. On the d12. I'm
Uh,
sorry, Oswald.
He whimpers. Gives you that side eye.
Well, it is a good thing that you moved to where you did, Wolfram, as scurrying from the tower and behind you, one of the creatures comes out as it goes to bite you
Bites
Don't
you.
think so.
and misses
Don't think
As
so.
it goes to bite again.
as it goes to swing its claw at you.
Skill issue.
Dude. Okay, whatever.
Stink. Oh, get away.
Alright, Slate, it's your turn.
I love the open wound that's like got pus leaking out of it on their shoulders. That just, I love that.
Yummy.
I gotta
That's
zoom in
one
all
way.
the way.
That's one way to describe it.
Am I able to see the one that's here or no?
Not from here.
Okay.
There's a whole ass wall in front of you.
All right, I'll move here then, and then vitality lash it again.
Oh, what wall?
A whole ass wall.
Ass.
Cool.
Sorry.
The spell's been getting some use recently.
Yo, let's go. Value.
That's the beauty of having a spell that works well against undead when you're fighting undead, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I learned from my session 0.
Anyways, watch this. Ooh.
Hey,
Roll
failure.
damage.
It's fine.
Go 2-1. Woohoo! Snake eyes.
Huge.
It's fine. If I spent a heal and got something like that, then I'd be upset. This is a cantrip. I'm fine.
Yeah. Lucille, what do you like to do? That is.
Thank you, flanking.
Yep. Thank you, flanking, for another hit.
Yeah, let's go.
Roll a reflex save for me.
Sure. I don't know why I'm rolling the reflex save.
Slashing damage probably.
Anyway, don't care.
Oh, don't care.
Holy crap.
Blah. As you swing at it, you see as your Guisarm goes through what Wolfram beautifully described as a pus-covered shoulder. It bursts out at you, but you manage to quickly step out of the way as it falls to the ground. What would you like to do?
Anyway, sudden charge. Did you know that they got rid of the open trait for sudden charge?
No
it's
way.
It's true.
That's
does that
amazing.
It can move and then sudden charge. That's so good.
That
Unfortunately,
is going to
that
miss.
one,
Oh.
Live just a bit longer. Aga, Juno. It's your turn.
All right, Oswald, try again.
Can you move him?
Yeah. Where?
Another square.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, I got you. You'll go right here.
Or we could flank with him.
You'll go right here.
There you go. I just don't want to splash damage myself.
Ah, but the rest of us is fine.
But Oswald's fine. Oh, actually, never mind. I am not harmed by splash damage from it.
Of course you aren't.
Got the Warwick quote. I wanted to say it.
Oh shit!
That's a woo.
That is
That's a crit.
going to crit.
Oh, let's fucking go, Ozzy! Redemption!
Yeah.
Roll a reflex save for Oswald.
Yes, ma'am. Is this public?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much everything is going to be public unless it's a knowledge thing.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
25! Yeah, you save. No damage.
Don't care.
Okay. What would you like to do? Oh, actually, Wolfram, you also make a save. Yeah.
But I'm so oh, because I am right next to it.
Smiles.
Does it attack everybody that's near it? Because I did damage further away. I did
I mean,
damage.
I've done damage close and far away, and I haven't had to make a reflex save yet, so it's something else.
Smiles.
Mm.
Anyways, you can roll a
I'm
recall
sure it's
knowledge check
nothing.
to find out.
You
Reload.
Take
payback.
half of
fucking
that.
rat.
Oh, reload.
What type of damage is that?
Poison. Sorry, I should have
Oh,
clicked
okay.
the die.
Okay, there's a third of my stamina.
I will raw dog shoot this
Huh?
one.
Get his ass.
Holy!
Roll damage. Roll crit. That is a
Kill his
crit.
ass.
Roll damage.
Well, it wouldn't be precision, right? Because you're not.
Okay.
I see Juno is back in
Oh, yeah, right.
business.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not precision, but still, I think that's.
I think we got his ass.
I think it's dead.
Oh yeah, can I get another reflex save from Wolfram and Oswald as
Okay.
Juno explodes this fucking thing?
The guts.
Ability for this.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Am I back, guys?
Hey,
Wolfram,
how-
you take full. Oswald takes half.
Not the leg.
1 damage. As
Stamina.
the encounter ends, y'all exploded my fucking silly little crawly undead guy puzzle.
Yippee!
Woohoo!
You can roll a recall knowledge check to find out more about what
yeah,
they
I
were.
would like to. Yeah, what was that?
Who are these guys?
Can I do it public?
Brushing some of the poison off of you, Wolfram, you recognize these as festrogs.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Please spell it.
Let me put it in here.
Oh,
It-
NPC.
That's
NPC.
so fucking
That's just
funny.
what she said.
It literally censored the name when I tried to type it.
I love that it does that.
F Estra.
It's weird that they spelled with a period in the middle.
It's because it's the first name is Foster.
Oh yeah.
Foster Estra.
My name is Foster Estra.
You recognize these as fairly intelligent undead, which usually hunt in packs. They are also technically capable of speech, although it is very unlikely for your common traveler to be able to talk with them.
Why is that?
But technically not impossible, because normally they'll try to fucking eat you.
I have a question for the future.
What's up?
When it like ripped off Oswald's flesh, did it have the manipulate trait at all? Because
yes, it
reactive
did.
trait also works against manipulate.
It's true. It did have the manipulate trait.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
I would be surprised if it ripping flesh wasn't manipulated.
Well, I don't know. Maybe sometimes they don't have traits on them.
Yeah, I mean attacks technically aren't manipulate traits.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
what would the party like to do?
I'm going to wait around and take a breather.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Get
Yeah, I
this-
would like to breathe. And also refocus, so 20 minutes.
No one took damage, right? Like just stamina.
Just
Yeah,
stamina.
stamina.
Nice.
I would like to investigate all of these outer houses before going into this middle one.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
You guys can feel free to walk around as you desire.
How old is this corpse?
Hold on, Oswald is
Well,
lacking.
Like, how old does the person look, or how
Days.
long has the corpse been there?
How long has the corpse been dead?
100
Recall
years.
knowledge check.
Yeah.
Is the blood dried or is it not?
Dude, Lore Master lore is so funny.
It's so
Blues,
good.
please.
Yeah, you haven't been saying you haven't been saying it, Derek, but I've just been assuming you're doing Lore Master roll.
Oh yeah, I've
every
only
hidden
rolled
check.
Lore Master.
Yeah,
lore.
I figured all of them were.
Looking at the body, it can't be longer than a day, maybe like a day and a half old. Like it's fairly recent.
That's disturbing.
It looks like they were. In fact, I'll give you this as well. Looking at them, you notice that cause of death wasn't what you might have thought it was. Like looking at, say, Oswald's injuries or some of the rest of the parties from the fight before, you know that the Festrogs, they are pretty gruesome in the way they attack with their claws and their bites, sort of ravishing a body. And there are signs of that. But you notice, strangely, that there are some very precise puncture marks on this body that you believe to be the original cause of death.
Describe the precise puncture marks, please.
Vampire.
Or like from a very precise bandit captain that we need to encounter.
They look like it looks like small groups of like knives, like almost as if somebody was like holding like 4 knives in their hand and then stabbing. Very, very precise.
So not what we're thinking of.
So
No,
not
that's
a
what I'm
vampire.
thinking. It's what I'm thinking of.
At least it's not what we just fought.
Sure. I mean, we went through those fairly easily, though.
GM, I'm imagining like you know, like brass knuckles. Like I just imagine someone holding the knives like that in between each knuckle, and
Wolverine.
Oh,
kind of.
Wolverine!
Wolverine
He's in this
is a character that exists.
that is very disturbing to think of.
Anyway.
Are all of these like the same amount of old dead?
Yeah. And as you start to sort of look at the rest of these bodies, they all look about the same age. You find some bloodstains in some of the buildings that are like maybe at some point were a person, but the bodies that are here are fairly fresh, all with that same sort of puncture wound. You also notice, as you take some extra time here to sort of thoroughly be looking at everything, most of their, like, what would be personal belongings, like, you don't see any, like, swords next to them, or shields, or, like, anything of the sort. No personal
nothing of value.
belongings.
Like valuables have been taken or something by a bandit.
Could be.
Crazy.
But what kind of bandit would base around undead?
It might not be that they are also undead or are
They
summon
look
these
like-
creatures. It might just be that there are naturally undead in this area, and they have benefited from the fact that there are things weakening enemies.
Yeah.
Surely that has to be a risk to themselves too.
I mean, possibly. We don't know the
Unless-
state of the person doing this, but
Unless they're the ones that created the undead or brought them here. Otherwise,
yeah, there is a chance that they are the reason there's undead in the area. But
This one's missing a leg. Oh wait, never mind. The leg
Or
is just
even
sideways.
more.
yeah, just bent.
Perhaps there's a community of undead, a society of undead, in which they're not all the same type.
Is
of
there
undead.
anything else about the people? Do they all look like the same type of person, or are they like a bunch of different bodies?
There's some elves, there's some humans. It is definitely a
Yeah.
variety. They all definitely look like they could have been Delvers. Like, it's unlikely for people to have gotten this
Yeah.
far if they weren't Delvers.
Well, perhaps it's not the ghost town people then that we were fearing.
As you all gather up here, you hear footsteps coming from inside the pit in the tower. Speaking of pit in the tower, this staircase You can see that it keeps going down. This isn't actually like a liquid or anything. This is just sort of a hole.
Oh, okay.
There's footsteps coming up the stairs.
Yes. You hear like a tap, tap.
I'm gonna hide.
Tap.
My hiding is not good.
Tap, tap.
Well, I can try my best to hide.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's our best to hide.
If everybody would like to roll
It's
me
not gonna go
stealth
well.
smiles.
This one's hidden as well, right?
Man, I wish somebody was expert so we could follow the expert.
It's Oswald's stealth.
Oh,
Maybe he can. Maybe he can save us.
he's not expert.
Oh, unfortunate.
Cool. Then with that,
It's untrained.
tap,
Hmm.
tap, tap, as up the stairs, you see a lizard folk. Well, those who can see, which I believe is only Juno.
I mean, I'm sure we're poking our heads around.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
Lucille has a whole ass wall in front of her, and so
Yeah,
does
I'm
Slade.
also-
So,
I'm not risking poking my head out because I know I'm not that stealthy.
Mhm.
I am just like staying behind the wall and listening, waiting.
But Juno and possibly Wolfram, as you were sort of peeking your head out, can see this lizard folk, walk up the stairs and stretch. Grumbles to himself, has a large sack sort of over his shoulder, and other than that, his hands are empty. He is wearing some sort of light armor as he steps up.
Oh, there's like
You see the frill on the back of his head perk up as he stops. Juno, you lock eyes with him. He looks over towards you, Wolfram, sort of peeking around the corner, and locks eyes with you as well. I see two. Is there any more? Are you... What's the plan here?
cautiously stepping out. We've encountered
Friend or
some,
foe? Friend
yeah,
or
we've
foe?
encountered some hostile
I'm not
things here,
talking
so
to
we
you.
are being a bit cautious on when we hear things.
That's understandable. Very, very much so. I mean, with all the undead around here, it's pretty likely to get caught. And he sort of shuffles the bag on his shoulder. He looks like, getting a better look at him, especially now, Slade, as you walk into view, and Lucille, you sort of walk into view here. He looks beat. Like, he looks tired. And he takes a step over and tosses his bag up against the wall here and puts his hand out and is like, well, couple of delvers, you know, I'm sure we can get along.
How long you've been here? There's undead everywhere.
Yeah, they're not too bad once you get used to being around them. Been doing some work here. Heading down into, well, he points down into the hole. Heading down and seeing what I can scrap together and coming back up here to rest. It's not perfect by any means, of course, considering the neighbors, but I'm light on my feet.
That's where we're heading.
Has it been physically hard on you going up and down between the the various elevations, or has the sickness not been harming you too much on your way back up?
How do you mean? I feel perfectly fine.
Can I sense motive on that?
What is this roll for?
Recall knowledge for his help. Clues, please.
What is the sense motive roll?
It is perception.
Okay, I'm going based on the thing of I have worked in medical stuff before, and I think patients have probably lied to me about how they're feeling. So I'm going to judge on if I think he is telling me the truth about this.
Oh dear, telling me that patients lie. Whoa.
You think he is telling the truth. Despite looking tired, like there's no like outward facing signs of like harm or anything. Like you don't see a scratch on this guy.
I mean, my physical harm wasn't the thing. It was more of the weight of traveling between like up vertically. But yeah, I guess there wouldn't be a physical sign of that. But yeah.
And how
That
do
is
you?
a much more specific.
Yeah, that's why that was the initial
check.
ask. Is he lying about feeling bad from traveling upward?
And how, friend, are you getting down to the layers? Through this hole?
Yep, through the hole. And Wolfram, with your recall knowledge, getting a look at this guy, you certainly notice the effects of the martyr's curse. You heard a lot about it when you were back topside in town, sort of researching and getting to know the area. He is most certainly suffering from it.
It seems like we're headed that way. So, would you be able to lend us some information? Maybe we can help you out.
Oh, well...
And by the way, what's your name?
Oh, my name? You can call me Scarf.
Ah, Sakarv.
Oh, well... Let's see.
And I'm also gonna do one of these.
Carv was my boy's name. You can call me Carv.
Yes, Cargo.
Carve Senior.
Oh boy!
Ooh.
Hey, it's 8 o'clock. Let me just.
That's a 17 plus. That's a 23.
Oh, true. Hero point rules.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He looks a little surprised at you as you sort of approach him. And he smiles and says, some information? Well, you do know what going down there means, right?
Lifelong happiness?
Probably no going back.
Girly there's got it.
Certain death?
Yeah,
A
certain
little bit of that.
certain death,
We haven't.
no turning back, right? Do you know what the most valuable thing in this hollow is?
The wish.
The divers?
Well, both good answers.
Oh yes, this is Slate and Juno and Oswald.
Why'd you say it like
Oswald.
from down under?
Hello, I am Oswald.
I guess I've never heard Wolfram say Oswald's name before.
It's a common
I
name
guess it's as good as
among my
theirs.
people.
Well, I guess I'll stop beating around the bush, esoteric bullshit. The most valuable thing down here in the hollow is a way out. Nothing you do down here really matters all that much if you can't get back up and do something with it. Take this sack here, for example, and he starts patting it. I can't do a goddamn thing with this if I don't get back to the surface. That's where that wish comes in, right? You get down there and it's tantalizing. It's, I still don't believe it's real, but if I can get down there and I can get back out, then I'll be set, right? Well, that's also why I have this. And he reaches into the bag and pulls out a tightly wrapped scroll. This right here is my ticket out. Don't need no wish if I got something like this, right? Out of here.
Master.
Out of here.
You know what that scroll is?
out of here scot-free.
Never seen that like that.
You're right. You have never seen anything like that. In fact, it's truly fascinating looking at it. It's hard to make out like much of the glyphs on it or anything with how sort of tightly wrapped it is here. But he shines a smile and is like, "Yeah, I mean, you could all write down a letter, and I could take possibly a gift and a letter and take it back up to your family topside when I get my way out of here."
What?
Not necessary.
Not necessary. All right. No,
Does he know?
all of your faces look unimpressed by me being able to make it back up.
That we
Anyone
don't relate.
expecting to come back up shouldn't have come down to begin with.
Well, I guess there's definitely some truth to that. Oh, well, I do take pretty good care about this area. And he sort of, Wolfram, you notice in particular, he's looking you up and down.
You like what you see?
I take pretty good care of this area, so I suppose if you all need, I could accompany you down and show you a bit of the way.
That would be appreciated.
That's
My
one, you know,
Yeah, please.
Yes,
Hey, I failed that make an impression, right?
You got a 23. What do you mean?
Oh wait, I got
Yeah.
a 23 right because
Yeah.
of your point.
Yeah. Like, he is actively not hostile right now.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of, is that shady or is he just being nice?
Sorry, I see that you all are, some of you are skeptics, but being honest, yeah, I'll.
Yeah, I still want to see that sense motive.
It's been a long day.
Did you roll? Yeah, he's telling the truth. He is familiar with, the area.
It's the truth.
Well,
Perfect. Well, if y'all are willing, I suppose. Let me
before that,
uh
and I turn over to the rest of the party. There's one thing right in that once we go down there is no coming back. So, everyone, eyeing Wolfram specifically, should make peace that whatever happens, we're probably gonna die down there.
I've understood that since the start.
Okay. He rolls his eyes.
What do you mean?
Heavy.
What do you mean, okay?
Here we go. He says to who's next to him?
Or Oswald.
To Oswald.
I want you to get it in your head that once we go down there, we won't be coming back up.
Okay.
Ever.
And this isn't new. I mean, you're talking to me like I'm a kid.
You kinda are.
Well, sorry, I can't help it that I'm not, 50 years old like you. That's an old lady who's gonna
That's
die
why-
up there or die down here. Like,
That's why I'm just wondering if everything we got going is truly worth that.
I mean, it sounds like you're questioning whether to go down more than the kid is.
I
Sorry,
made that
guess
choice
it's
long ago.
I've made my decision. In fact, I made the decision before I even came here. There'd be no use coming to the Hollow and chickening out.
Lucille isn't saying it as like a new obstacle. She's just reiterating we all need to know that like we have to be willing to die down here for what we're doing.
Death down here is better than the death I would have faced back home. So let's get on with it. At least down here I can do something with my life.
There is nothing to do with your life down here. It's already ended as soon as we step down.
I mean,
But
I mean, that you're speaking a lot of trash for somebody who hasn't been down there before. What do you know about what's down there? You're so single-minded focused on the wish that you can't comprehend that there's other things at play. I mean, what's this castle doing here? What's with the deal with the 4 incisions on the corpse over there? What's with the undead? The whole region being devoid of life? Like, these are questions that you should be asking if you would use your brain.
We need to just continue downward.
They matter to me, and that's why I intend to continue downwards, to seek those answers. And if that's not a good enough reason for you, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but my reasoning for being here and being with you all is not anything that you need to worry about. My reasoning is mine alone if you don't want to choose to comprehend it.
If you really think dying in some godforsaken hole in the middle of the water is really the best thing you can do with your life, then I guess we can just go down then.
Well,
Because of my life that I have to go down. So, yes, I do think that.
I'd ask why, but you probably wouldn't answer that anyway.
She's right, Ozzy.
As you were saying, good scarf.
he just sort of looks over to the side. It's like,
And yes, they do this all the time.
well, you took the question right out of my my mouth there.
To all of the rest of you, is this a daily occurrence? Children just willingly coming down to die.
I'm not a child. I mean, to you two probably seem quite childish, but
Never mind.
This is the spice in life.
Everybody has their own reasons for coming down here, and none of them are also noble, you know. Look at me. He pats the sack again. I don't have to worry about chasing around sheriffs or them chasing me around or, you know, any other underhanded means of making a quick buck. You know, it's almost honest down here. You know, I just come down here, grab some of the treasure, grab stuff, some other stuff, and I make it back out. It's that easy. I have my way out right here whenever I want to go. And he pats that scroll again. So I'm just down here until I feel like I have enough. Yep. And he sort of nods and sorry, the energy of conversation is tense. I'm not used to this. I've been down here alone for quite some time. And he uses it, and he reaches into his bag and like grabs some rations and like starts eating them. Let me grab a quick bite, and then I guess we can head down. It seems like you guys are, you know, well and rearing to go. So.
Yep, sounds good. Just let us know when you're ready to meet us down there.
He takes one of the hands that isn't holding his food and sort of like salutes while sort of like looking down at the ground. A bit of time passes. I'll just normal time to take a breather. So if anybody wants to do anything in that time.
Looking down, like, is it like just a small room as well as, or like what is down the hole, I guess?
Looking in the hole, you see what looks to be lengths of a hallway, with a tattered red carpet made of some kind of weathered, fine material with sort of a gold finish running along the outside of it. The carpet sort of runs through the center of the hallway, and tattered as it is, still makes it look quite courtly.
I would like to ask if Arv is familiar with the town, or if heard about the town of Para.
Opara?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I've been there once or twice. Why the question?
Does this place not remind you of it at all?
Takes another bite and chews his food and sort of like looks around. In fact, he like takes a step outside and like looks on the outside and he's like, well, shit. I guess this does kind of look like the Seven Towers. I didn't even think of it.
Oh, you too, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't very fond of that place. You know, a little too uptight for people like me.
I think I've chased around some people that look like you.
Oh, wait a second. You didn't work there, right?
You're a cop.
Not for what is like the actual good cops like.
not for
Town
the
guard.
guard.
Yeah, not for the guard, but I did work.
He sort of
Period.
squints at you as he takes another bite of the bread that he has in his hands, and sort of squints as he chews, and then swallows, and is like, "Well, you're in here now,
Smiling.
so we're all, in a similar situation. I'm sure I won't have to worry about you running me down or anything like that."
Oh no.
When's the last time that you came back up here?
Last time? Had to have been maybe 2 days ago. I got a little locked up down there and had to handle some things.
Locked up.
Well, like,
there's like
not locked up literally, but like locked up, like, put in a situation.
bogged down.
Yeah.
And what is there to expect down there?
Well, more of what's up here, I guess. But
Like corpses with slits in their throat.
well, not always, but sometimes the corpses are very confusing to me because, like, a corpse requires something to have been alive at some point, but this place is like, it's pretty well and gone, right? So
No,
like, I don't really understand how things
Yeah,
are
where did the bodies
crawling
come
around
from?
down there. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where the hell are the bodies coming from? But well, I'm not that smart, so
You know that there's corpses up in here too in the towers.
oh well, it doesn't surprise me.
Hey, where did you say you were from again?
Me?
Boston?
What the fuck is a Boston? Never heard of that place.
Boston D's.
What?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and you're telling me you're not the child.
Alrighty, kid. Yeah.
Sorry, I learned that one at the university. Sorry.
Oh, university kid. I see we do have a smart one here with us. Well, at least that
Depends
makes
who you
one of
ask.
us. What's up?
I said, it depends who you ask.
Yeah, the rest of the party giving you, the cold shoulder.
Well, I'm pretty good at finding clues, but but apparently that's it. Pretty good at dying too.
Whoa! Don't get passive aggressive on me here, or the rest of the party. I'm sure a lot of this stuff could be cleared up, but I'm not your therapist or anything. I'm just a guy.
Unless we paid you, and then you'd be our therapist.
Well, I mean, I would accept the money, but I'm not gonna do a good job. I'm gonna be, I might be a bad guy, but like
Anyways, where are you from?
It's been a while. I'm gonna be real. I never stuck to one place for a very long time. Yeah. And he very obviously is sort of like deflecting, just not willing.
That is okay.
Anywho, I should be all good. And he sort of pats his hands on his legs and throws his bag back up on his shoulder.
Lead the way.
Yeah, I guess that is my job, isn't it? And you guys, still don't wanna pay me or nothing? Doing this kind of thing for you? I guess I should have asked that beforehand. Damn, I hate giving out free work. All right, come with me.
I mean, we could see how good of a job you do.
Oh yeah, pay me in post. All right, yeah, all of the good corporates do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Think of it.
It's whatever.
Yeah,
Just try not to die down here.
Yeah, the Yelp review, I get it.
And he leads you all down into the hole. Let me activate a scene that I haven't had to activate for a while.
Ooh.
Oh, it's all a picture.
The
It's just a
journal.
journal. That's what the third layer looks like. It's just a journal.
Ah.
We just turned the page.
As you are brought down into this hallway. You look to your left and right, and you see the hallway sort of sprawl. Like, it goes for a while in both directions. So much so in one of them that you can actually see light towards the end of it. And he starts walking towards that light and is like, all right, follow me. Just watch your steps and step where I step and we'll be good. And as he is walking down the halls, you notice that the halls here, like, repeat. Like, the sort of architecture of it looks very easy to get lost in, because every sort of hall looks very samey, and it just sort of looks like this maze. Like, you look down a branching path and you see it go down for a while and then maybe go off of two others, but there's like the same paintings, there's the same chandeliers, there's the same torches on the walls that are either lit or not lit. And occasionally you see an entryway is like offset. So like the entryway is like a full like 2 feet up. It looks like kind of like bad Minecraft generation.
Oh.
Where it's like the hallways don't match up with each other, but it looks like sort of the same copy paste hallway. You do see doors occasionally on like the sides, and maybe as one of you go to open one out of curiosity, he Scarf stops you and is like, up. You never know what's gonna be on the other side of one of these, and it's best to just keep on walking for now.
Understood.
What?
Recycled elements.
We're in the back rooms?
Your footsteps sort of echo through these empty halls, and off in the distance of some of the halls and maybe behind some of the doors, you hear distant sort of wails of possibly other undead or other creatures as they scratch, you know, wherever they are, the walls, the doors, in the distance. You occasionally see these sort of halls break into small caves, but other than a couple mushrooms here and there, there's very little as far as like food, at least sort of naturally. He takes you down a couple more flight of stairs, and you sort of start to feel that same pressure as when you were walking down the ramp, the natural ramp, except this time it's a little stronger and it's a little overbearing, enough that your group is sort of forced to take some sort of rest. As Scarf waits for you, you all adapt to this new sort of pressure, and you will be gaining your level 3.
Woohoo!
See, Lucille tried to talk me out of getting to level 3. Fucked up.
I did not. I was the one who reminded you.